But you got to first go through the fire. Christ had to. Christ could have took everything and say, well, hold up now. I'm still the Son of God. Satan is offering me the whole world. I'm a good person. I got God in my heart. Why don't I just bow down to Satan, and when I get all the riches from Satan, give it to the people? No, he had to reject it. That's the test, sister. We all have our little test, our personal test. That's going to be your test. God or your children. Knowing that God, if you trust in him, will make sure you and your children are okay. But he told Abraham to bring Isaac up to be sacrificed. Abraham didn't budge. He took Isaac, and he was about to, and an angel stopped him. So don't get emotional about your children and all, about working and all that. Say, listen, I'm going to trust in my God even if it means my children. Read.
Can you read Jeremiah 49:11?
Jeremiah 49:11.
And this is for the rest of the sisters here too, who may be considered widows and have children too. 49:11. Then I'm going to follow it up with Proverbs 3:5, and that's it. This is what you got to believe in. Somebody read that, 49:11.
Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive.
Right. So all the kids that's fatherless, if your children are fatherless and the father's not around right now, the Most High said what?
Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive.
So he's going to preserve them alive. Read on.
And let thy widows trust in me.
Right. And you got to trust the Most High. So the widows got to trust in the Most High. Get Proverbs 3:5.
Widows are women without a husband. You have to trust in the Lord.
Proverbs 3:5.
Mm-hmm. Proverbs 3:5. Mm-hmm. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
That's what you got to do, sister. You got to trust in the Most High with all your heart. Read on.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right, and don't lean on your own understanding. This is the understanding right here. So I understand you may be afraid, there may be some fear, but the Most High wants you to trust in him. If you trust in the Most High, he's going to guide you through all of this. Okay? So I just wanted to read, that to you.
And the same thing, the same way you got that love towards the Lord, he loved you. He don't want to see us out there, but we're going to have to show that we trust him. Yes.
But there are people that don't even have a clue about what's going to come. You see, when they don't have the knowledge, they're just out there and they're just blind to the fact of everything. And they may receive this chip not knowing the full truth. And if the preachers in the church are not preaching, like we're sitting here having this big discussion gathered among ourselves and talking about this, if they don't have the knowledge of it, and they're not going to get the knowledge of it or haven't received the knowledge of it, then how, where do they stand?
The Bible says that God protects babies and fools. So you don't know. It's like a knowledge.
I'm saying, but let me get a scripture on it, because no one out of this will not have an opportunity to get out.
That's right.
No, I'm not saying
Let me show you, because the Lord is perfect. The Lord is not going to judge you unrighteously. Get Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. I'm going to show you. Let me show out of the Bible. Let me show you, because I'll tell you this. Even if they're preaching on Satan, they're going to run across it. Everyone that sits there with that chip will know that it's wrong. Everyone. And they will take it based on their own lust. Let me read it. They're going to have their different reasons, but I'm going to show you. Read Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. Read that.
I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all.
Time and chance happen to them all. We all will have our time and our chance. The perfect example, sister, is before today, rather, y'all didn't know a lot of things we were saying. And the Lord made it opportunity and chance.
That's right.
So by the same token, he knows there's others out there. The whole earth is going to hear it and make a choice. Because let me tell you, you don't need a preacher to tell you about the mark of the beast. Most people know about a chip being implanted. Something is wrong with that if you are a Christian or anything else. Most people understand.
But some people are going to, like you say, some people are going to say, oh yeah, that's a good idea. You know, it's this, that, and the other.
But if they do that,
and they be tricked into it.
Listen, but if they do it according to the Most High, because He's perfect in His judgment. I'm not the Most High. Okay? This is the way He has it. He said, if you take it, you're going to die. I'm not here, I'm not a psychoanalyst. I'm not here to psychologically break down why each person is going to or not going to take this chip. I'm just, according to God, we have to warn the people. And I'm saying just in this house. Let's not talk about the people that we haven't got to yet. The people in this house that's in the presence of what we're saying right now. The Lord is warning you. Don't you get it. Because time and chance happen to all men. Their time and chance is going to happen when other teachers, it might not even be us, that's going to show them the same thing. And let me tell you, some of these pastors, they're going to wake up. Some of these pastors and teachers have been keeping it low because they don't want to lose their congregation. But when they see that they have no choice and that their life with God is on the line, a lot of these preachers are going to wake up and say, hold up, y'all. No, I went along with the Christmas thing. But this chip thing is a little too far.
Well, they should have been telling the people all along if they knew.
But some of them are going to do it. Some of them are going to stand up and say, listen, I can't do this. I cannot allow my congregation to do this. And they're going to be killing those preachers.
I want to ask one question.
Yes.
Okay? And then you can go on with your presentation.
Yes.
All right. And the question is, how do you interpret the Bible? And here's the options. If you don't choose these options, then say you're on. Okay? Metaphorically, personified, assembly, or literally. How do you interpret the Bible?
Literally.
Okay.
Okay. As it is written.
Okay.
Okay. You ready? You ready?
Yeah,
Okay. Yes. I want to go back to the King Alfred's plan. Show what's going to happen next. Let's go to, I want to go into, there are 12, well back then it was 12 minority organizations. Of course, they've changed since 1964. They now include different parts of the New Neo Klan, the Black Israelites, and different other groups. But these are the 12 major minority organizations.
There are 12 major minority organizations, and all are familiar to the 22 million dossiers.
Y'all know where we are? We are in Combined Memos, Department of Justice, right here, on the second page, on the second page. Go ahead.
The material, let me start with you. There are 12 major minority organizations, and all are familiar to the 22 million. Dossiers have been compiled on the leaders of the organizations and can be studied in Washington.
Now examine that. All the black leaders that have status or prestige in this country, like your Reverend Al Sharptons, your Reverend Jesse Jacksons, all these people they pull out when there's an emergency. All these black leaders have dossiers on them, which means the FBI have investigated them and have a pamphlet on all the bad they've done. So if they don't tell the people and lead the people the way